Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark,
And I'm Rob.
and today we're going to talk about ESPN's new projected All-Pro team for the WNBA, which has Caitlin Clark on the second All-Pro team. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next videos and you don't get Rob upset because he really wants 4,000 subscribers. And we're going for that right now. All right, Rob. So ESPN was basically three different writers who had a consensus vote on this. It's just projected all WNBA first team and second team. It's meaningless, really, because it's not the end of the year. But people got all upset who are Caitlin Clark fans because she wasn't first team. And I'm not all upset about it, although I think you can make the argument she should be first team. I think she's for MVP. She is in the top 5, but I think all pro is a different criteria. But either way, here's AJ Wilson, Nafisa Collier, Brianna Stewart. Those three, I think, are 100% should be in the first team.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's what gets fuzzy. Alyssa Thomas, Sabrina Ionescu, or Caitlin Clark. Those three, I think any one of those that aren't in the first team, you could argue got shafted. So that's why I didn't have a problem with it, because Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlin Clark's numbers are very similar, although Sabrina Ionescu plays on a better team, so Caitlin Clark has a harder job for her. And Alyssa Thomas plays a different position, but she's a good all-around player, although she's a dirty player, as we can see now. What'd you think, Rob, of this?
Well, like you said, Mark, this is only projected, and it's by ESPN, which means nothing. You are correct. It means nothing because they have no clue about what's going on in the WNBA as far as awards going, because they still have if they still have Clark and Reese neck and neck for the Rookie of the Year, then they're not really a viable. Their opinions are not very viable at all.
Right. And the rest of the second team was Jonquel Jones, which I have no problem with, Kayla McBride, which I have a huge problem with, Ninike Agumuke, and Jackie Young. Neither of those two I have a problem with. Kayla McBride, I can think of 4 guards that I think should be on there. By the way, they say also receiving votes, Kalia Copper and Isa Megberger. So Kalia Copper is obviously better than Kayla McBride. I have no idea. I looked at Kayla McBride's numbers. They're not impressive. I don't know what they're seeing that I'm not seeing. I also think Dejanay Carrington, Arike, and Kennedy Carter are all better than Kayla McBride, too. So that's 4 guards that I think are better than Kayla McBride. And I don't know anybody that thinks Kayla McBride's in one of the top 10 players in the league, Rob. I don't know where that's coming from.
Copper was an Olympian.
I just
where was McBride?
She's an all-star. That was it in the top 24. I have no idea. They have other things on here too. So the MVP race still appears to be wrapped up by the brilliant play of Las Vegas Aces A'ja Wilson. But there's a little bit more discussion now about other candidates. And then they said the Rookie of the Year has prompted endless social media commentary, which ultimately is another sign of the WNBA's growth in popularity. Okay, I'm not sure that's true. And the bottom line is both the Indiana Fever's Caitlin Clark and the Chicago's Angel Reese are doing historic things this summer. Now, they're the only ones that think it's neck and neck, Rob. Everyone else thinks Caitlin Clark should win. Anyway, so then they went on and said, Coach of the Year, should it go to the best record or a team that exceeded expectations? Of course, a team that exceeds expectations. That's silly. And by the way, they said that Christy Side should be Coach of the Year. No, I'm just kidding, Rob. I want to get your reaction.
Yeah, like you definitely. This is my stunned reaction. Just like, I mean,
right. They say that Cheryl Reeves is the front runner for that, and that Sandy Brondello from New York Liberty is the top challenger.
I mean, Sides. The only reason why Sides would be in there is because the Fever have exceeded what they had, wins they had last year. But that's not because of the coaching. It's not because of coaching. It's because of Clark.
Right.
So, but I don't know if they see it that way.
The last MVP odds I saw was Nafisa Collier, who's been really hot since the Olympic break, is second, and Clark was third. And Brianna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu are both right up there. So I think Clark should be a candidate. I don't think she should be MVP. I have no problem with Asia Wilson winning it at this point, but they've lost 5 of their last 7, Rob.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get MVP, your team has to at least be winning somewhat, you know.
Well, she's not because of her. She's making sure she's doing her thing. It's just that nobody else is stepping up. I think Gray's still hurt, even though she had a fairly decent game. So she had 14 points the other day in their loss, but still, she's not up to where she should be.
For Defensive Player of the Year, they have Nafisa Collier with top challenger Asia Wilson and Isa Magberger. It's interesting, Rob. Those are all front court people. They don't seem to put guards in competition for Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know why, but they don't seem to value them. Sixth Player of the Year front runner is Lionel Fyback. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. She plays for the New York Liberty. And Tiffany Harris is the top challenger for that.
I can't believe Carrington's not in there for defense.
They only mentioned 3 front court people. Most improved player, Dejanay Carrington. Top challenger, Kennedy Carter. And that's all. That's all they talked about right now. It's all kind of meaningless since there's 10 games to go about. And I'm not sure how many of those 3 writers get a vote, Rob. It's AP votes for these things, is my understanding, and all of these AP sports writers. And I know the change, but this is Kevin Pelton, Alexa Filippo, and Michael Vopel. That was the 3 people that came up with that list, by the way.
And I think the key word again is meaningless, especially from ESPN. Definitely meaningless.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. I mean, you know, it's not like Sabrina Esky or Alyssa Thomas suck, you know. Yeah. So, but those are the 2 that I guess you could replace one of them with Caitlin Clark, and then be fine. But it doesn't matter because it's not the end of the year. And here's the other thing, Rob. We know Caitlin Clark got off to a slow start. 1, because she was a rookie, and 2, because of all the obstacles they threw at her. And so at the end of the year, this may be completely different. Like, you know, her numbers are probably going to continue to go up or improve because the numbers were lower the first 10 games. I think she'll end up being first team All-Pro. And I think she'll also end up in the top 5 in the MVP voting.
Right. Exactly. I think so.
Yeah. So All-Pro, I consider it a slightly different standard because All-Pro is not something like MVP where you really how much of an influence on your team. So I think in the MVP voting, she'll actually do a little bit better because of how much better she makes her teammates and how much she means to her team in terms of winning because of the fast-paced offense that she did and the great passing that she does. Let us know what you think. If you're all upset about it, don't worry. It's not a final vote. So like I said, and if you want to join us for a game on Friday night, 7:30 on Ion against the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese and Camila Cardozo, who's playing well. So we think Carter got COVID. We're not sure. We know she's sick, so we're not sure if she's playing. But either way, join us for that. Rob will be there, right?
Yes, I will.
All right. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you waiting for? We need 4,000 subscribers, and we need your help, just like Uncle Sam. It's free, too. No credit card check. You can do that. And our normal live show is every Monday, but this Monday we will not do it because it's Labor Day. So we'll be there again on September 9th from 6 to 8 Eastern time. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to donate to this channel, there's super chats and super thanks down below. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.